Welcome back to the cryptowrld channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and right now, Bitcoin is running into some important support, while Ethereum has just broken below short-term support, which I'll talk more about later in the video, so definitely stick around. First of all, just giving you a quick update here on the daily Bitcoin chart. And right now, as of recording this video, the price of Bitcoin is retesting this important previous Fibonacci level of resistance, which should now be acting as new support. And this level is sitting at approximately 22.7k. And so far, we have seen one successful bounce from this level, confirming it as support. And as I've been talking about over the last 1 to 2 weeks, while the price of Bitcoin remains above around 22.7k, then technically we still have bullish price structure. But if we start to see a confirmed break back below 22.7k, so with daily candle closes, for example, back below 22.7k, then that would be one of the first significant bearish signals here in this bullish trend, telling us that this bullish price structure is beginning to break down. And in that case, if we do end up seeing a confirmed break back below around 22.7k, then it's possible Bitcoin could drop all the way back down towards this previous level of resistance, which should now be acting as a support level, and that's sitting at approximately 21.2k, so the low $21,000 area. But at least for now, while the price of Bitcoin is still remaining above 22.7k, and because we haven't yet confirmed a daily candle close back below 22.7k, at least as of right now, we are still technically looking more bullish than bearish in terms of the trend and the price structure. But obviously, as I've also been mentioning almost every day over the last 2 to 3 weeks, we have a giant bearish divergence forming here on the daily time frame, which is now potentially starting to have more of an impact on the price of Bitcoin. And just to give you an idea of a bearish divergence of this size on the daily time frame, we actually saw something very similar to this during around August 2021, because as you can see here, back in the second half of 2021, first of all, around June, July 2021, we saw a lot of bearish price action and sideways price action, and then pretty much out of nowhere, we saw a massive pump in the price of Bitcoin with barely any pullbacks. And then over the next few weeks, both the Bitcoin price and the daily Bitcoin RSI began to form a bearish divergence, and approximately 3 to 4 weeks after this bearish divergence began forming in early August, it began to actually play out in the Bitcoin price in around a 1-month correction, which played out over the entire month of September 2021. And now, technically speaking, if you're talking about the much larger trend throughout the second half of 2021, even though we saw a month of bearish price action, we still technically remained in a larger bullish trend if you're looking at larger timeframes like the 3-day or the weekly chart, for example. But just be aware, these bearish divergences can have a significant impact on the price of Bitcoin and basically tell us that we're losing a lot of bullish momentum, as what we saw back here in around August leading into September 2021, and potentially as we're beginning to see right now in the Bitcoin price. So essentially, we could be due to see a much larger pause from this bullish trend, or potentially a correction, kind of like that September 2021 example. But anyway, going back to the present day and zooming in a little bit here into the 8-hour Bitcoin to US dollar chart, obviously, as I've also been saying over the last few days, we do have an active bearish divergence already in play here in the shorter term on the 8-hour time frame, which once again means that we should not be expecting a lot of bullish momentum in the shorter term, and instead we're most likely going to see either some choppy sideways price action or a slight pullback in the short term. And obviously, this is exactly what we have been seeing since this bearish divergence has really been confirmed. And as of right now, if you're looking at the volume profile indicator, currently the price of Bitcoin at the time of recording this video is running into some important support, which goes down towards around 22.7k to 22.8k. But if we start to see a confirmed break back below around 22.7k approximately, then it's possible we could see a drop down towards around 21.2k, which is the next significant significant area in the volume profile indicator, showing that we do have some support around 21.2k. And that next area of support in the volume profile indicator is sitting right where that previous golden pocket is sitting at here on the daily time frame that I just mentioned earlier in the video. And so we do have some confluence around 21k to 21.2k approximately based on that golden pocket and also the volume profile indicator. So at least for now, the main focus in the shorter term is clearly this bearish divergence, putting some bearish pressure on the price in the shorter term. But right now, as of recording this video, we are running into an important level of support. And then once again, if that level breaks, that is when we could see a further drop down towards this next support. But now if you zoom into the 4-hour Bitcoin to US dollar chart, we can see these shorter term levels of support and resistance. And over the last one day, obviously, we've seen a confirmed break below this level of support that I talked about in my last video. That was sitting at around 23.3k. And once again, as I've mentioned recently on the channel, if the price breaks that level, then we're likely going to see a drop down straight towards this next area of support, which is at around 22.5 to 22.6k. And clearly from the moment we broke that level at 23.3k, we've seen exactly that, a drop right down towards this next level of support close to 22.6k. So this means that 23.3k should now be acting as resistance in case we see a bit of a bounce here. Expect resistance at around 23.3k once again. And if we see a confirmed break back above that level, then expect more resistance at around 23.9k. And once again, it is important for the price of Bitcoin to hold above this level of support right now, because if we don't, that is where we could see that drop down towards this next area of support that I just spoke about. And now, just before getting into the Ethereum part of this video, I'll quickly share with you this interview that I did with Bybit a little while ago. And basically, this interview covers some of my personal story and how I got involved into the crypto industry. And in the video, I also share some tips on how to become a crypto YouTuber. So if you're interested in actually getting involved in the crypto industry for yourself, or if you're interested in just knowing more about me personally, then this might be a video you would want to watch. And I'll leave a link to this video in the description down below and also in the pinned comment. So feel free to check that out if you want to. But anyway, now getting into the Ethereum part of this video, this right here is the daily ETH to US dollar chart. And right now, the price of ETH is experiencing yet another rejection from this important range of resistance coming into play in between 1650 to 1.7k. And so once again, like I've been talking about over the last 1 to 2 weeks, we need to remain cautious while the price is below specifically 1.7k, because that has been acting as strong resistance. And on top of the price of ETH running into strong resistance, we still have this bearish divergence beginning to have more of an effect now on the price of ETH, which basically means we could soon begin to see either a larger pause or consolidation from this bullish trend, or potentially a bit more of a pullback or correction from the bullish trend. Once again, reduced bullish momentum is essentially what a bearish divergence means for the price. And now, technically speaking, despite these two important bearish factors that I just mentioned, as of right now, the price has not yet broken its higher low or higher high structure, which means at least as of right now, we are still currently seeing bullish price structure in a bullish trend here on the daily time frame. It's just the price is now running into some more significant obstacles for this bullish trend, which could result in more negative price action in the coming weeks. But like I said earlier in the video, even during a larger bullish trend, we can experience bearish price action from time to time. Like the second half of 2021, that entire time period was obviously bullish, even though we had a 1-month correction during September 2021. So once again, at least for now, I am still remaining more bullish than bearish in terms of the overall trend here on the daily time frame. It's just soon we could be due to see a larger pause or setback in this bullish trend before potentially continuing on later. And as for support levels on the daily time frame, taking a look at the Fibonacci retracement tool from swing low to swing high on the logarithmic chart, we have our first important Fibonacci level sitting at approximately 1530. But if the price confirms a break back below 1530 on the daily time frame, then the next important support levels are sitting trading at approximately 1430, around 1360, and around 1280, all acting as important support levels on the daily time frame. And now if you zoom into the shorter term, looking at the 3-hour ETH to US dollar chart, just over the last one day, we have seen a confirmed break back below this important line of support right here, which did briefly act as support, but now once again has been broken, and that level was sitting at around 1630 approximately, and so far we have already seen multiple 3-hour candle closes below 1630, confirming that break to the downside. And so once again, as I explained in my last few videos, because we've seen a break below this level, this now invalidates this symmetrical triangle pattern and invalidates that technical price target to the upside, which I spoke about in my last few videos. And even if the price breaks back above 1630, because we have already seen those candle closes below this level, this pattern is simply no longer active on the chart. So instead of that potential technical price target, we need to focus on support and resistance levels. And now when it comes to short-term support and resistance levels, taking a look at the volume profile indicator here on the 3-hour time frame, as of right now, the price of ETH has run into a bit of short-term support at the bottom of this range just here, which is sitting closer towards around 1610. But if we end up seeing a break below around 1610, then the next short-term support level is sitting at around 1.6k. But more importantly, the most significant level of support here in the shorter term is actually this price range, according to both the volume profile indicator and also this ascending line of support coming in confluence. And this area of support is coming into play in between 1570 up towards around 1590. So just below 1.6k, we should be expecting a decent amount of support around there if we do end up seeing a further drop. But in a more bearish scenario, let's just say if we even break below that level of support, below around 1570, then in that case, I'll turn to these levels of support that I mentioned on the daily time frame. And now, if you want to know how to maximize your profits in crypto, no matter if the price is going to the upside, to the downside, or simply chopping around sideways, then make sure to check out these videos popping up right here on your screen. The video in the top left shows you how to make money if the price is going either up or down, and the video in the bottom left shows you how to make money if the price is chopping around sideways. But anyway, that's everything that I have to say for today. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.